we're going to do a 2-row rail fence cipher. And we're going to answer the question, what kind of band never plays music? Okay, so it's a riddle. And we're going to remember that a rail fence cipher is a coded message that has the answer or has the thing we want to say, but in really weird letters. And this is our way of finding out and deciphering it. I'm going to copy these letters. You can write them down, or you can copy them into a Word document like this. 2-row rail fence cipher means that we make them into 2 rows. 1, 2, like this. Yeah? So I've copied the original message, this, and I've separated it into 2 rows. The halfway point into 2. Make sense so far?
Yep.
Now, it's a rail fence because it goes in a zigzag form like an actual rail fence. So we're going to zigzag the letters. So we've got the A on the left, and the next one's going to zigzag in a bit like this. And the U, the third one, zigzag up here. This one across here. One across here. Now, your thing is you've got to keep an eye on where the letters are. Whoops. So that you are making a zigzag movement with them. And it's probably easier if you have it, if you've got it on a piece of paper with a pen, you can probably make it look a little bit easier here. But I think we've got it. If I'll zoom in to this a bit so that you can see it. So I've zigzagged. If I move my mouse now, there, zigzag, 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 like that. So the letters now work in this way, zigzag. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So we've got the zigzag, and that is kind of like a rail fence because it's, you know, it's like slightly off center, zigzaggy, you know, that's the way it looks. Now, to decipher it, you read it in the zigzag movement. So we go, first letter is A, second letter is R, third letter is U, fourth letter is B, fifth letter is B, sixth letter is E, then there's an R, then there's a B, then there's an A, then there's an N, then there's a D, and then there's an X. So we've read that in zigzag. Yep?
Yep.
Now, can you make sense of this? Are there any words in there?
No.
Maybe. Let's put the letters together. All the letters together, it doesn't make a word, but can you see any words inside there?
There's one that says band.
Band, good. We've got band, definitely. Separate that out. X we don't want. And often with rail fence ciphers, there's an extra letter to keep it an even number on either side, which is like an X or a Y or a Z. So we can think, okay, that's probably a letter that doesn't make sense. That was just put there at the end. Good. Are there any other words in there? Question, is rubber a word?
Yeah.
What does rubber mean?
Like as in an object that you rub.
Yes. Also, have you heard the phrase a rubber band before?
Yeah.
What's a rubber band? Is that a rubber band?
Yeah.
A rubber band is one of those. So, it's a joke. What kind of a band never plays music?
A rubber band?
A rubber band.
That's not even funny.
It's not even funny. It's really sadly bad. It's a bad joke, I know. But we learnt the rail fence cipher from it. It's not a very good joke, but at least we can do the rail fence cipher. And that's how to do it. So don't forget, you take the letters, you separate them in half, or if it was a three row, you'd separate it into three. Put the second one underneath, and then zigzag it, and finally see if there are any words in there that make sense. That's it. That's how to do it. Has that helped?
Yep.